Hey y'all, this is just a rundown on my latest build, which is the Ranger Ex by Volantex. I am designing it to be a full long range / surveillance search drone. It has a 2-meter wingspan with two 6200 milliamp 4S batteries in it. It's going to have dual cameras, GPS. It's also got the TBS Nano Pro receiver in it, so I get that full 500 milliwatt telemetry output, which I'll be putting through to my antenna tracker. But this has been a little bit of a difficult build. Well, not difficult, just challenging for me, purely because of what I want it to do and the limitations of the Crossfire. So Crossfire only has 12 channels, and this has a lot of functions, and I'm talking like a lot. So first off, you've got your normal elevator, ailerons, elevator, rudder, and of course throttle.
Ready to fly.
Now we've also got flaps,
half, flaps full, flaps full, flaps up.
And we've also got flaps. But we've also got modes.
Mode, gimbal on, gimbal off,
now
ready to fly.
Now that one, the gimbal, I need to look at that. Need to figure out that programming a little bit, but don't know why it's making that noise. Oh no, that's right, because the gimbal's meant to be in the middle.
Cruise mode, ready to fly.
So,
return to launch.
So you've got
cruise mode, ready to fly.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got your arm switch here. We have the modes here, so
angle mode, manual mode, acro mode.
There's your modes. You've also got
cruise mode, ready to fly, return to launch,
return to launch,
position hold, ready to fly, waypoint,
and waypoint. So you've got all of them. Now they are all these two here, SB and SD. They're your cruise, return to home, loiter, and waypoints. They're all running on one channel, which took a little bit of programming to get in. But also, I don't know if you can see under there, we've also got the gimbal as well. Now the gimbal only works with this stick here. So
gimbal on, gimbal off, ready to fly.
Yeah, okay, here we go. So the way I've programmed it is so that if it is in a mode where the flight controller can fully take over, such as return to launch, cruise, waypoint, or loiter, then the gimbal can be active. It's not fully active. So
cruise mode,
we go in cruise mode, and then we can still control some of the authority.
ready to fly.
Same with return to launch. Yep, full authority again.
Ready to fly.
But let's just go back into cruise again. We can now change it to
gimbal on,
having full gimbal control with the sticks. So I'll run through that in a little bit.
gimbal off,
Yeah.
ready to fly.
But yeah, this is we haven't flown it yet. It hasn't had a maiden yet. I will show you. Let me just take this off. There we are. So yeah, in here is all the basically everything. So I've got, I need to go back and see, don't worry about that. But I have a maiden 763 like that. I could be wrong. With a GPS up there as well. I will be running this in parallel, having 2 batteries, purely just for flight time, so that gives me 12,800 milliamps of power, or capacity. I do need to change these battery straps, they're too small. Just got the standard motor that came with it, the standard servos all through it. The Crossfire I have actually mounted up into here with some vinyl to cover it. Should give me heaps of range with the telemetry. But yeah, let's just go and check out the scripts. It's actually kind of technical with this one. So we have standard page, which has your crossfire and stuff like that enabled. Yep. Your standard inputs, don't need anything else. This is where it kind of gets tricky. Now in this one I have the ailerons and elevators working when logic condition 10 isn't met, which is at the moment. I've got modes on channel 7, which is your cruise, loiter, return to home and waypoint, flaps and everything else. So that's my actual gimbal modes, pan, tilt. They all need a separate mode on there purely for the way the gimbal works. And same with the flaps, you know, it needs its own channel, and that's basically maxed out my channels. I do have channel 8, which is using the trim and tune, auto trim and auto tune. I can disable that later on when I actually maiden it. But yeah, if you look, wait, where is it? Sorry. Yeah, where is it?
Cruise mode.
So channel 7, that's all the modes there.
Return to launch.
And
Cruise mode.
It uses
Auto trim. Position hold. Waypoint.
Yeah, those two channels, two switches are only to use at one channel. Sort of hard to explain, but yeah, this one
Cruise mode.
won't override it.
Position
It'll just
hold.
put it back into 0, which is kind of good. The other thing I do have set up is the logic switches. Now, the first 3 are just for the crossfire telemetry, so I know all the link quality, so I know how much is going off. Everything else is to do with the gimbal, basically. It, like I said, it will only run when it's in those modes, and it will fully take over this one. It kind of technical, took me a little bit to figure out. This one I'm gonna have to, oh no, that was my own fault, never mind. That's one I put into there, was making that noise before. Yeah, I'm running the Inav lure, 22 satellites, just from sitting here, you know, in the space of, you know, not that long a time, to be honest. It was only maybe 10-15 seconds. But yeah, this one I haven't weighed yet. I'm honestly not sure how I'm gonna weigh it. Maybe using like one of those you know, it's fishermen where they hang it from a hook. So maybe I could do it that way and have a little, you know, underneath the wing here to hold the weight. But it's going to be a very heavy plane. But you know, with all these batteries, it should give me a long flight time. The other thing I have to do, apart from the straps, is this camera here is going to be changed out for a Cat 3 starlight, and I'm going to have another Cat 3 starlight on the gimbal. And the gimbal I have modified on the other side where it can accept the camera input. So the FPV camera will do will come in from the back, connected to the gimbal, and then I get full 360 degree panning, and it will send the video straight through up to the flight controller where I'll do camera switching. The only other thing I can think of that's slightly different from every other person's build is I've put a TBS Unifier Pro 32 HV, which can go up to 2 watts when properly cooled. Now I'm thinking directly behind this this giant spinning cooling fan I should do just that, and I've put the the VAS ion antenna down. Is it the ion? It might be Minion. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. There's a VAS antenna straight down the bottom here to get the maximum, you know, what do you call it? Basically, it won't be obstructed at all. You know, there's nothing. It's not going to sit up on top of the wing. It's got enough room for when you land, and yeah, it should give me a decent amount of range, especially with a antenna tracker. You know, it should work quite well. But that's my build. I don't know what else to say about it. I need to get up in the air, and I got to weigh it, and I got to change these battery straps because it fit fine before, but I put a little sticky pad there. So I'll look for that now. But yeah, I'll let you know and keep you updated on what happens with it. Hopefully the maiden goes well. I just need to check a few little things with control surfaces, maybe put a little bit more authority onto them. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and yeah, if you just subscribe, you'll surely see the maiden of this. So yeah, cheers, thanks for watching.